What's up, y'all? Thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is Leah, and we have got to talk about Real Housewives of Miami. The trailer has dropped. We got a new cast photo, and we got to get into the bios. Okay, we got a lot to get into, and I'm too excited for this season. So let's get into it. As you can see, I'm excited. And you want to know why I'm excited? It's because Miami has been consistent with giving us good seasons since their reboot season, which was season 4. And now we're walking into season 7, and I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. I just hate the way Bravo does Miami. They don't give them the promotion or the push. And I was like, if y'all was going to disrespect the girls, you should have kept them on Peacock. But I'm too excited, okay? Like, oh, I've been missing them. I've been missing my Latin queens. Okay, I've been missing them. All right. It's like with SLC, Miami, Salt Lake City, like even Dubai. I know a lot of people didn't like Dubai, but I thought season 2 of Dubai was actually cute. You know, the only shows that kind of were like a drag for me to review were New Jersey. Potomac started off really good, but then it kind of, like nosedive. Same with Beverly Hills. Like it started off really good, but then it started to suck. And I just feel like Miami ain't never like that. Even when they give us filler episodes, they're still entertaining. I still get a good, cute little chuckle out of it. So I'm just excited, okay? So first things first, we got to get into the trailer. I have watched it one time, but I was just excited, so I wasn't really taking in what I saw. I was just happy that they finally dropped the trailer because I was so irritated that for that next gen show, that has like Riley, Gia, and Brooks and all of them on there. They had a release date, but I couldn't get no information about Miami. I was like, what's happening? But we find out that Miami will be releasing its first episode for season 7 on June the 11th. And I can't wait. So let's get into this trailer. Right, y'all. So let me pull the trailer up on my phone, okay? All right, so let's get into it.
We're no longer MIA.
The Real Housewives of Miami are...
They look so good. Like everybody looks good, okay?
3, 2, 1.
Flamenco is more than a dance.
So I guess their cast trip is in Spain.
It speaks to our soul, our alma. Flamenco is passion, love, and anger.
I love you.
It fits like a glove.
He was sending really threatening text messages at the end.
Now, who thought Larsa and Marcus was going to be together forever? Nobody thought that. Especially when all that stuff came out about him having that. I don't even know, could you call it a problem? Because, some people do like to go on the ski slopes, recreationally. Like there are some people who like to smoke a little reefer here or there. But I don't know. Because I remember everyone freaking out when we all saw that picture of him doing it during the Olympics. And then I do remember recently he was like, I don't know if allegedly like passed out on the train tracks or something in his car, and he was high as hell. So I don't know. But I don't negate that like he might have gotten aggressive closer to the end of their relationship, because I have heard that some people, when they do go on them slopes, and you know what slopes I'm talking about, the powdery ones, they can be aggressive. So I wouldn't put that past him, but maybe she might be talking about somebody else. You know how they chop and screw these trailers, but let's continue.
Alexia, I love you.
Oh my God.
I got home. Todd's gone. He's gone. I don't even want to be happy anymore.
Every season, Alexia is going through it. Oh my God. And I shouldn't laugh. The first season, unfortunately, her mom passed away on the day that she was supposed to marry Todd. Maybe that was an omen, girl. I don't know. Then the season after that, season 5, wasn't it like Peter got caught up with the law or something? And she was trying to figure out how to be married. And then season 6, we was all like, what's going on with you and Todd? It was given that y'all were about to get a divorce. But I've always thought Todd's money was funny. I'm not going to lie. I've always thought his money was funny. But what's crazy is like recently, there was a picture of both Alexia and Todd on the beach together. So I'm like, your divorce was finalized like a month ago. But now y'all, I don't know, girl, it's given you knew the money was funny and you had to get up out of there and protect your assets. I've always thought Alexia was a smarter Teresa Giudice, and her divorcing Todd, especially if his money is funny, is proving that to me. But let's continue.
Island huggers.
This season on The Real Housewives of Miami.
Te vamos a hablar hoy.
I love Marisol. I love her drunk self. Come on, yacht life.
You're like our little monkey.
Me and Booby are official.
Oh, she officially marrying that man now.
Why does she look like a pirate?
Sevilla, here we come.
Oh, they're going to Milan as well? Come on.
Looks like I still got it.
Marbella. The high girl. When I tell you that we can count on Miami to give us lifestyle content, they're going on 4 different excursions. The high seas, Marbella, Spain, and Paris, because Milan is in Paris. Girl, thank you. Thank you, Miami. Let's continue. Oh, look at Dr. Nicole. Now, y'all know Dr. Nicole is not my girl. She's not my girl. But I am happy to see that she's doing good and that she is going to do a pop-up. That does give me hope that she'll be back for possibly season 8. Because here's the thing. I could not really like rock with you, but I do believe she adds something special to this cast. Her being a doctor, an anesthesiologist, no doubt. And then her and her husband gave us money, wealth. And I would love to see her being like, you know, a mom of 2. Like I said, she's not my cup of tea, but I like her on this show and she looked good. She looked good. I also respect the fact that she did what was needed for her family. She said that she was having, I think, postpartum anxiety and she had never felt that before. And I'm glad that she took that part of her health seriously because that could cause you to do some erratic things. So I'm glad she looks like she's doing good. She looked good. Let's continue the trailer.
Have all the people that could have joined the group.
The fact that she actually dated Anthony.
There have to be some similarities if the same man liked us both.
She's petite, you petite. She got a
Okay, Stephanie got money.
Mine's kind of big.
We need to plan for our next procedure.
Do we keep doing this over and over and over?
The Alexia with Todd is not a good Alexia.
So this is my thing. Marisol saying the Alexia with Todd is not a good Alexia. I wonder how she feels now that that picture has resurfaced of them being at the beach together. And I wonder how Alexia feels about Marisol saying that. Because if your friend who you've been friends with for like over 3 decades is like, girl, you're not a good Alexia, you're not good mentally when you're with him, there's some issues there, girl. Like, I don't know, Alexia. Okay.
New D.
I feel like people take advantage of me. And then you came into my life and that stopped and people are mad about it.
He's on all of our business calls.
Maybe he's our manager.
He's a social climber.
What about you and Gertie? She's not.
So here's the thing. I feel like Lisa has yet to really learn from being married to Lenny. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of rich coming from Larsa to calling somebody a social climber when that is what Larsa is. That's why you were friends with the Kardashians for however long you were. That's why you keep dating men that are like 30 years younger than you, who are still in their prime, who still have some type of celebrity. But I do feel like it is kind of weird that Jodie is on Lisa's business calls. Like, girl, did you not learn anything from being with Lenny? Because that was one of the main things that a lot of people were saying, myself included. Like, you've been with this man for how long? I think she was with Lenny for like 20 years, and you don't really have anything to your name. Like, you didn't start a business while you were with him. It doesn't seem like you were hiding money in an account somewhere. So why, again, are you allowing this man to like take care of you and to be so intertwined in your life, and y'all haven't even been together for that long? Lisa is just the type of girl that wants to be kept, but it's like she doesn't have the sense, or at least I'm hoping, because we haven't seen this season yet, so let me give her the benefit of the doubt right now. But it just feels like she doesn't have the sense to like plan for a rainy day, because she seemed like she was totally blindsided by Lenny stepping out on her. But I was like, girl, season 4, when y'all came back, the writing was on the wall that man was really checked out of your marriage. So I hope she's being a lot smarter about these things. But let's continue.
My safe space anymore.
You're a snake. You're a nasty snake.
You're a liar. Who do you think you are? Stephanie showed your eyes.
And this is the thing. I don't see it for Miss Farm Girl. You know what's crazy about this whole entire situation? I don't see it for Julia. Gertie works my nerves. I find her to be cringy AF, and I don't like Adriana. She's a desperado, okay? But I feel like I'm going to be on Adriana and Gertie's side when it comes to them falling out with Julia, because there has always been something about Julia that just does not sit well with me. It like something about her just feels like a facade, and I don't, and it feels like she gonna be on one this season, and I don't like it. I don't like when people switch up on friends that they've been friends with for years. And Adriana has been having Julia's back and vice versa since season 4, and it seems like since she got friends with Alexia, now it says she don't want to deal with Adriana. I don't like that. I don't like it now. Let's continue.
I'm Alexia Napola.
Oh, okay, Stephanie. I love when they start yelling in Spanish.
Es vida.
Catch the new season of The Real Housewives of Miami.
Come on, June the 11th.
Bravo, and streaming on Peacock.
Y'all, the girls are back. The girls are back. And I know they didn't even show everything in there. They did not even give us the meat and potatoes of what we're supposed to experience this season. I'm so happy. So moving on, let's talk about the cast photos. I think they look good for the most part. For the most part, I think everybody looked good. And I do like this new cast photo. It definitely is like a repackaged version of what we saw before. Their last cast photo was all of them in the hot pink in front of the Lamborghini. This one is a cooler pink, and they're in like a fancy hotel. It still gives Miami, because people know Miami for like lavish lifestyles, the people vacationing there. It's still a vibe. And I feel like this is what Atlanta was trying to go for, and they just missed the mark. Because I feel like even with the outfits that the girls have on, if their backdrop would have been something kind of like housewife-ish, then we would have ate it up. But them just being on that scaffolding didn't make any sense to anybody. And like a lot of people said, it's giving Love and Hip Hop. It's giving Basketball Wives. Like, you have that color scheme, and then you have the girls on that scaffolding. It's not giving housewives. It's giving like this is a show for like, girlfriends of wives of like musicians. yeah. It wasn't giving housewives, whereas this is giving housewives. I also feel like the intro card outfits that all the ladies have on, that different reddish orange outfit, if the women were wearing those dresses as their cast photo, and they had like a backdrop, if they were like in a bar or like by the pool, same like with Beverly Hills, or maybe I don't know what else you could like the city skyline of Atlanta, kind of similar to what's it called? Salt Lake City, where they have the mountains in the background. We would have ate up that cast photo. It just feels like they're trying too hard to be different, to like be like, oh, we're setting ourselves apart from the previous seasons of Real Housewives, when it's like, we know y'all are the new girls because it's 4 new people. Like, y'all could have just gave us the same thing, just with something like with a twist to it. And I feel like that's what Miami is giving us, okay? So let's get into these bios, okay? So I'm getting this information from E! News. I'll put the link in the description box below. But let's start off with Alexia. I think she looks beautiful in this dress. Like, this is classically what we see Alexia in, especially when you think about what she's worn for the reunions. But she looks really nice. Really nice. So it says, Alexia is navigating one of the most emotionally challenging years of her life following Todd's decision to file for divorce. Oh, so he filed. Now that's kind of perplexing to me because, well, no, it's not. Because last season he was giving like he didn't want to be around that lady. He giving that. Oh my God. So Todd filed for divorce. I still think Todd's money is funny. And when is Alexia not going through an emotional time of her life? But continue on. It says, as she rides a roller coaster of emotions, Alexia turns to her friends for guidance. But will that be enough to save her marriage? We already know it didn't save her marriage because she got a divorce officially last month. But now we seeing them canoodling down at the pool. Well, not the pool, the beach. So I don't know what's going on over there with there. Then we have Julia. This looks very matronly on Julia, and it's a downgrade to what we saw her last cast photo with the blazer. She was looking sexy. This is giving mother of the bride. So it says Julia has welcomed 2 new bundles of joy and is thriving in her beautiful chaos with Martina by her side. However, a surprise reaction from her daughters leaves Julia speechless. Between her opera training and tending to her farm, she has little time or patience to be in the middle of drama. I wonder, so I'm guessing her daughters aren't happy for her? Which is surprising to me because it seems like they were okay with her wanting to like adopt children. If you don't know, Julia and Martina adopted 2 boys like over the break. So I'm just wondering, like, are her daughters unhappy with her? And I mean, they're like young adults, like I think in like their early 20s. So like between the ages like 18 and I think like 22. And didn't one of her daughters like move overseas to be with her second baby daddy or her first baby daddy? Like no, because her first baby daddy got her, well, we don't know. I can't say that man got her child killed. I can't say that. Like allegedly, okay? But like one of her baby daddies, didn't the girl go like lives in like Paris or France with him? I don't know. I'm surprised that they're not happy for her, or it seems like they're not happy for her, because why would she be speechless? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe she's speechless by their kindness. I don't know. Moving on is Lisa. I don't like this dress. I thought Lisa was going to give it to us. And this is not giving it to me. It look a little cheap, Lisa. But it says this: Lisa is loving her life, jet setting to walking the runway at Milan Fashion Week, to moving in with Jodie in her new luxury high-rise. Why is Jodie moving in with you? I thought Jodie had his own money. Girl, I don't know. Larsa might be telling the truth. It says, as Jodie steps in to make sure she's not being taken advantage of, some of the ladies begin to wonder if he's overstepping as a boyfriend. Girl, Lisa ain't learned nothing. Because why it's giving grift. Why did he move in with you, Lisa? That was supposed to be your home for you and your kids. See, Lisa, you don't even know this man like that. You were married for 20-something years. Lisa, you pissing me off. And the season hasn't even started. Let me move on. Then we got Gertie. She looks beautiful here. Gertie is one of the few women that can have a bald head and still look bad. Okay, she's the baddie. The body's body and the head is heading. But I will tell y'all, Gertie gets on my nerves. She is so cringy and irritating to me. And it's crazy that she's a Capricorn like me. And I'm like, why are you like this? Why are you so cringy, Gertie? But I think her birthday's like January the 1st. She gives like December Capricorn, not January Capricorn, like me. But let's talk about it. It says Gertie is now living her life cancer-free. Amen. Okay. Amen to that. Okay. Even though she annoys me and I find her cringy, amen that the lady is cancer-free and is ready to embrace every moment. While this should be the time of celebration, the healing process proves more difficult than expected. So it goes on to say, in need of support from the women, she instead finds herself at odds with one girlfriend she never imagined, which is Julia. Like, we're going to talk about Gertie. Mind you, let's talk about her now. So Gertie did an interview and basically she said the girls were coming for her. Okay. They rang her bell, ring-a-ring-a-ling-a-linga. And she actually name dropped Julia. So let me play that clip for you guys.
The phoenix will be rising, darling, okay? Despite all the, interruptions. Yeah.
How much?
I can't be stopped.
How much mess and drama are you getting ready to bring this season? Who are you going to check this season?
I am reactive. You bring the drama to me. And I said it season 1. You ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling. And honey, they rang my bell a few more times than they needed to. And I checked it at the door. Thank you.
Now, who did you check, though? Who did you check?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be very obvious. I did post a few cryptic messages, lending its hand to some cast members who were different this year. Julia, hi.
So like I said, Gertie is cringy to me. She gets on my nerves, but she's not outright disrespectful or malicious to anybody. So I don't understand why Julia has a problem with her. And we get to that scene, or if it does come true that Julia threw a drink on Gertie and Gertie really didn't do anything, I'm going to be irritated. Because I don't like when the girls are throwing drinks on people and there's no reason for you to do so. And it's Gertie. She's harmless. So, okay. Well, I hope Gertie is reading Julia for filth. I do. Because, girl, don't let that lady play you. All right? You may get on my nerves, but you're a Capricorn. You better represent. Okay? Represent us well. So, moving on to Larsa. I told y'all, Larsa is such a bitch, but I like her. I like a housewife that if you're going to be bitchy, you stand in it and you don't run away from it. And Larsa stands in it. So let's get to Larsa. It says Larsa is back on the market after a very public breakup, but her focus is on her children's rising a career and setting into her new dream home. To her surprise, her split sparks an unexpected rift with one of the ladies, and this one might be beyond repair. So we know her and Kiki had a situation because Kiki felt like Larsa is the type of person that when she get a man, she act like her friends don't exist. And Kiki called her out last season at the reunion. So I wonder if it is Lisa that, their relationship might be on repair. Or maybe it's Marisol because we saw her and Marisol arguing, while they were in Spain in the trailer. I don't know. I wonder who she got beef with, for real, for real. So then let's talk about Miss Marisol herself. It says Marisol, you know what, y'all? I have not been talking about the outfits. No, let me talk about Larsa. Larsa's outfit is very basic. And this is not uncommon to what she has worn for like the reunions and stuff. I need Larsa to step it up a little bit, okay? But Marisol look good. She looks expensive. You could tell whoever she went to rejuvenated that face, and the body is snatched. So it says Marisol to officially tie the knot with her boo bear, but will playing peacemaker with the ladies and keeping Alexia grounded through her divorce put a damper on her big moment. Okay, so maybe it is Lisa who, what's her name? Larsa is going to fall out with if Marisol is supposed to be playing peacemaker. And why are you officially marrying him? You married him in Ireland and somewhere else. Why y'all officially getting married now? The rumor is that that's a lavender marriage. And you know what? I tell y'all, as long as it's consensual and y'all know what it is, I don't care what they do. Okay. So now we have Adriana. When I tell you Adriana looks good for 59, that's a 6-year-old woman right there, okay? She works my nerves. I feel like she's a desperado. And I'm kind of mad we didn't get to see her more in the trailer. She was in there, but we only saw her 2 times. But I wonder if we're going to see more of her in the mid-season trailer because it seems like the first half of the season, Julia's going to be beefing with Gertie. And then the second half of the season, she's going to be beefing with Adriana. Okay, but let's get into what it says for Adriana. It says Adriana hopes of being the best T.I. ever, but her plans are sidetracked when a long-term friendship takes an unexpected turn. Oh, I guess she's talking about being T.I. to Julia's 2 new kids. I wonder what happened. I am interested to see the fallout between them because I knew it was going to happen because you could tell that Adriana was not happy that Alexia and Marisol and Julia were starting to become friends. But I do feel like Julia's going to work people's nerves this season. And the only reason why I really feel that way is because when, I forgot, I think it was some DirecTV event, Marisol and Alexia were questioned about Julia and Julia throwing that drink on Gertie because someone was like, oh, Gertie has alluded to a drink being thrown. And they both said that they didn't think that was okay. And they said that she crossed the line. So I feel like Julia's going to be the one that's going to have the most to answer for when the reunion comes and for the fans. So then that's not last. Okay, next is Stephanie. I don't know. This is a dress that Nicole would have worn. So I don't like that. I hope Stephanie is not like a carbon copy of Nicole, even though they dated the same man. But it does seem like they have similar personalities. But it says this. It says Stephanie is new to the group and isn't afraid to give the women a run for their money. Radiating in luxury and working hard for it, she's the happiest jet setting with her husband and her dogs. One thing's for sure, she won't be trading Birkins for bibs and bottles anytime soon. Okay, Miss Stephanie. It seems like Stephanie and Alexia get into it, and it don't seem like Stephanie is afraid of Alexia. So I'm excited to see how the girl puts up a fight, okay? Because we know that the Latin Teresa Giudice ain't afraid to argue with a girl, okay? And last but not least is Miss Kiki. It says, I don't really like this on Kiki, but Kiki is so beautiful. It says Kiki is still bringing the vibes and laughter, even though the challenging of repairing her relationship with her father. Girl, see, so here's the thing about Kiki. I know a lot of people want Kiki to get her mojito, and I kind of do too, but I'm scared that Kiki's going to have the Marlo effect. Kiki really be sharing her life. We're about to see her try to fix and mend her relationship with her father, the one that kicked her out, like when she was like 15 or 16 with the help of her, like her stepmother. That's crazy. Like, I get why the girls want Kiki to get a mojito, but I'm just afraid for her because I just feel like I don't want her to have the Marlo effect is something serious, because Marlo was an amazing friend of. She was extra, but we enjoyed her as a friend of. And I don't want Kiki to get a mojito and start doing what Marlo did, feeling like she needs to prove herself. And then she becomes like very unlikable and just downright an embarrassment. So I don't know. But if she really gives us this story about her father, then next season, season 8, Kiki do deserve a mojito, okay? So that's all I got for you guys. I'm super excited for this season. The girls are giving us what we deserve. We're getting 4 trips, like 4 trips, or well, 3 trips and a vacation on the sea. Like, I just, Miami brings the lifestyle content. They give us the vibes. They give us the drama, and I'm here for it. So that's all I got for y'all. As always, remember to be bravely authentic. Definitely hop down in them comments below. Share your thoughts with me. Like the video and subscribe. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.